Hey everybody, this is your test remediation for equations and inequalities. We are doing this in class. We did it Tuesday and we're going to be doing it Thursday. So if you're doing this in class with me, there's no need for you to watch the video unless you just want to see it again. What I like to do with my test remediation worksheets is I like to fold them backwards to the redo side, and what we're going to do is we're going to do these together, and then you're going to turn over and do problems similar to them by yourself. Okay, in order to get full credit, you must work this out just like I work it out, and then you must show your work to get the solution on the ones you're going to do. You can get 2 points each on these as long as you're doing my example with me and you do this correctly. All right, here we go. Okay, one of the most missed problems. We need to subtract 2.9 from both sides of the inequality. Bring down negative 2.1x. Bring down the inequality. Subtract 15.5 minus 2.9, and you can use your calculator for this if you like. You get 12.6. And this next step is probably the reason why you all missed this problem. We have to divide by negative 2.1. And this is the part I think a lot of y'all missed. We are dividing both sides by a negative number, and our rule says when we divide both sides by a negative number, the inequality sign switches direction. The inequality sign switches direction. Bring down the x, and then 12.6 divided by negative 2.1 is a negative 6. X is less than negative 6. The answer's A. And if you're listening, right, I'm listening on this line. Okay, next one, I do apologize. It's kind of difficult to see. I'll go ahead and write it again. That's 1/2, and in parentheses is 14x minus 2. Then minus 1/4, and in parentheses is negative 4x minus 24. Again, these are the most missed problems on the test. All right, it's basically distributing, and combining like terms. Okay, so I am going to distribute the 1/2 to both the terms in the first parenthesis. 1/2 times 14 is 7, so that's 7x. 1/2 times negative 2 is going to be a negative 1. Here is where a mistake could have been made because we are actually distributing negative 1/4. I'll say it again. We are actually distributing a negative 1/4. So a negative 1/4 times a negative 4x is a positive 1x. A negative 1/4 times a negative 24 is a positive 6. Now we have to combine like terms. I have a 7x and a positive 1x that will combine to give me 8x. I have constants. That means they do not have variables. I've got a negative 1 and a positive 6. That combines to give me a positive 5. The correct answer is D, 8x plus 5. If you're listening, write free homework on this line. All right. We're given the equation 4x minus 11 equals 2x plus 391. And we're given a scenario where Martina is going through the steps of solving this. Okay, it says, what did Martina do to get 2x equals 402? Well, let's see what her steps were. Well, to get from here to here, it appears the negative 11 has disappeared from the left side. And we know to make that disappear, we probably add 11, and we can check that. So that's correct. So from here to here, we add 11 to both sides. Okay. Then from here to here, you notice the 2x disappears, so they subtracted 2x from both sides. So from here to here, they subtracted 2x from both sides. Now, the reason why I think you all missed this is because you didn't read it. I think you didn't read. You saw 2x equals 402 and said, what do I need to do to solve this? I need to divide both sides by 2. And you probably answered A, but that's not what the question says. The question says, what did Martina do to get to 2x equals 402? Well, the way she got to this is from here to here, she subtracted 2x from both sides. So the actual answer is C. She subtracted 2x from both sides. If you're listening, right, I'm listening at the bottom. Okay, you're going to do these on your own. Let's get the second sheet out. Again, I like to fold mine backwards. Okay, this is the test questions. Okay, this says, which inequalities have negative 3 as a solution? Okay, you did not have to draw a number line, but I wanted to draw a number line so that it'll make this a lot easier. Most of you guys probably answered this right here, but what you don't realize is there are other inequalities that have negative 3 as a solution. So let's graph these. X is greater than 1, greater than or equal to, excuse me, is a closed circle on the 1 because it includes the 1. And we shade to the right for greater than. X is less than 5 is an open circle on the 5 because 5 is not included in the solution. And less than means we're going to shade to the left. X is less than negative 3 is going to be a less than or equal to negative 3 is going to be a closed circle on negative 3 because the solution includes it. And we're going to shade to the left. X is less than negative 1, less than or equal to is a closed circle. Shade to the left. X is greater than negative 3 is an open circle because the solution does not include the value negative 3. And greater than X is greater than negative 7. It's an open circle on the negative 7. Okay. And now, the easiest way to show you everything that's included in negative 3 is what we're going to do here is we're just going to put a dotted line all the way. And notice I lined my number line up. So I'm going to put a dotted line down through where negative 3 is. Okay. Notice negative 3 is not in the shaded area, so this does not include the solution negative 3. This one, however, does. So this has a solution of negative 3. Here we're hitting right on the edge, but we have a closed circle on the negative 3, so this includes the negative 3. Here we're in the shaded area, That has a solution of -3. Here we have to be careful because it's right on the edge, but there's a hole there. The values do not include -3. And then here, -3 is part of the shaded area. So you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4 inequalities that you needed to select on the test that have a solution of -3. Okay? I got one similar. You could pause the video now and work that out if you wanted to. If you're listening, write free homework on this line. Okay, we have to translate words and we have to write a word problem here. So let's start taking apart some of this stuff. Sum means add. Okay, what are we adding? Triple a number and 8. Triple a number and 8 is the sum. Okay? Is equal to. So we need equal to sign. 10 less than the number. Well, we got to be careful. This right here is a turnaround word. And this may be where you made your mistake. This is a turnaround word. What does a turnaround word mean? It means actually the 10 is going to go behind the minus sign and the number n is going to go in front of the minus sign. So we've got a minus sign and 10 goes behind it and the number goes in front of it. So this is my equation and now I need to solve it. So I'm going to subtract n, or 1n, from both sides. Bring down my -10, my equal sign. 3 minus 1 is 2, so bring down 2n plus 8. We've got a two-step equation. We're going to subtract 8 from both sides. -10 and -8 is a -18. We're going to divide both sides by 2. And we get n equals -9. All right. If you're listening, write I'm listening in the corner. Okay. These are the ones you're going to do and turn in. And last sheet, again, I'm going to fold this back. Okay. This is the we do side, because these were the test questions, and they were the most missed again. So, which graphs show the solutions to these two inequalities? So they're asking for the graphs for both of them. Well, we got to solve them first. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to solve these fellas. We're going to subtract 9 from both sides. And you could have made a mistake by adding 9. A lot of people see this subtraction symbol, and they start adding 9, but the subtraction symbol goes with the 2x. It does not go with the 9. Bring down your -2x. Bring down your inequality. 21 minus 9 is 12. And now another source of a mistake here would be we are dividing both sides by a -2. We are dividing both sides by a negative number. When we divide both sides by a negative number, the inequality sign switches direction. 12 divided by -2 is -6. So x is greater than -6. So for x is greater than -6, we needed to select this graph here. Okay, let's solve the other one. We're going to add 6 on both sides. Bring down my 5x, bring down my inequality, combine there. We're going to divide both sides by 5. My inequality sign does not change direction because I'm dividing by positive number. 10 divided by 5 is 2. X is less than 2. Okay, so this is the algebraic solution to my second inequality, and that goes with this graph. So these were the two graphs that you should have selected in your test. All right, which choice describes the value of m? Well, describes the value of m, and if you'll look at the answers, they start with m. Yeah, they're asking you to solve this, okay? We're going to distribute. When we distribute, we get negative 5m minus 5, less than or equal to 23, okay? I already know why this was the most missed problem. The reason why it's the most missed problem is eventually we're going to end up doing what? Dividing both sides by a negative. So we probably missed the inequality sign on this one. Okay, we're going to add 5 to both sides of the inequality. Bring down negative 5m. Bring down your inequality. 23 plus 5 is 28. Now we're going to divide both sides by a negative number. Both sides are being divided by a negative number. So the inequality sign switches direction. And we get m is greater than or equal to negative 28 divided by 5. The correct answer is A. All right, can't remember if I told you. Not sure where we are here. Let's see. Right, free homework here, and I'm listening down here. All right, and then you've got those to do on the other side. All right, I'll say again, you only needed to do this with my video if you were not in class this week. This is not a second test remediation. It's the same one that we're doing in class. Y'all have a good day.